today we're going to be looking into the fact that obviously we made a short, which we, like I actually finally did for once. We've been talking about doing them and we finally actually did one. So this video is actually just going to be about like a couple of the little things that happened but behind the scenes and what it took to actually like make it, some of the things that went into it. So let's begin with the actual bomb itself, because obviously we did keep talking and no one explodes. So the bomb itself, I said I made it out of a box, as you can see, divided it up. Took a little bit of time in terms of the fact that like it was all measured out to make sure that each compartment was the same size, and that, then a little bit of spray paint and adding these things that don't look as good as the actual things that they're in the on the bomb itself. But it was for the cheapest I could make it, because obviously it's all cardboard and everything like that, and to make it kind of look like what it's supposed to. Like that's pretty much what went into it, and also added batteries and the serial number and everything. That was actually like a screen print of an actual serial number on one of the bombs in the game, and then printed out and stuck onto the side. But there's the bomb in all its imagery of the keypad. The keypad actually is like finger tappable. Anything that the wires, as you see there, were actually wires from I don't remember if you remember back in school or anything like that, the crocodile clips imagery. So I just cut the ends off of that and then stuck them into, those are actually straws, is what the black things that the things are going into, like little black bits of straw that have been cut up, and so because it just looked like what it needed to. Yeah, which is none of the electrics and that actually work. Obviously, the effects were all put on afterwards. Yeah, no, I made out of cardboard relatively cheaply. I think, like basically that I had all of the stuff already, including the paint. I actually had the paints that were needed. So literally, this whole thing, apart from the only thing that cost me money was the button. I had to actually buy a button that worked, because the keys that were actually from here are actually keys from an old keyboard I used to have. So I just took an old keyboard, took the keys, and then added onto them with, I think it was clay or something. I can't think it was clay that I added onto it. It was something that I added onto it so that like it made it bigger, because obviously they're bigger than normal keyboard keys. Yeah, so basically the whole bomb relatively was free. Obviously just had to make things, apart from the button, which, as I said, didn't cost too much. It was just like a couple of quid off of eBay. Now we move on to the actual set design. So the set that we actually filmed doing the bomb defusal in is actually a bedroom. So yeah, so the bedroom, as you see, looked like this to begin with. Very nice bedroom and everything like that. We ended up taking the lampshade off, so it was just a hanging light bulb, and then moving a bunch of stuff out of the room, and obviously then put in this table, which was just a cheap like 20 quid or something like that, like, you know, those paste tables that you take from Homebase or something like that. In terms of this, what we did is, 'cause obviously we knew Sam was going to be going through it, so all of the screws and metal components, anything sharp or anything like that, were taken out. So all the screws were taken out of each side. This little metal, this metal thing here, there's actually one on all four sides. They're supposed to like hook up into the table to make it like be more secure, but obviously we didn't want the chance of one of them swinging around and hitting Sam, so those are actually taped to the legs of the thing. And the only thing that's currently keeping that table up is hot glue throughout the entire middle of the table, because obviously there's a divide in the middle where the screws could actually because the table actually folds down. So yeah, all the screws and everything, that's a hot glue is all that was keeping it, and the boxes underneath are actually helping support it. The boxes were actually there as well just to help cushion the fall, like, you know, because Sam said after he did it, literally he felt nothing, like he didn't feel any of the impact of the fall, because actually the boxes took the main force of his fall, and like made it so that like it was basically cushioned. So I'd recommend that if you're ever going to do a stunt, anything like that, throw some cardboard boxes in. It makes things look cool, firstly, because it just adds that little bit of extra, like, you know, flurry in that, but also it actually helps save the actor. So that's always good. There's just literally flour to emulate cocaine and playing cards strewn about the place, with a few documents which are actually, I just googled random document and printed it out and put it on there just to make a little, there was something going on like terroristy wise on the table. As you can see, there's a map as well that we got a picture of Jackie Chan, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Donald Trump. When I was deciding to check, because we got the map and then we started putting things on, I was like, I need to have pictures on there. I need to have something that looks like, so you can see like that something's going on, because admittedly what I would have wanted more was red twine, but unfortunately I couldn't find any, so white twine was what I had to go with. But yeah, so Donald Trump was always going to go on there just for comedy effect of just putting Donald Trump into something, like why not? And then it was trying to think, who else am I going to put? And then I was thought, you know what, fuck it, we're going to put Schwarzenegger in, just because, you know, man does a lot of action films and anything like that, or man used to do a lot. I mean, he still does now like, a little bit, but not as much as he used to. And Jackie Chan is just like for inspiration. He wasn't old. Like I've watched like a lot of his films in the past, so just like because I watched both of those guys like do a lot of films like action and martial arts in terms of Jackie Chan. It was like we'll put both as an homage or homage as you like. So literally that's the only reason why those pictures are there. But there's no relevance or anything like that. There's no conspiracy. There might be, but yeah, that's what ended up happening. Is that so? Yeah, we took everything out of the room, put all that in the window. We actually cardboarded up as well. I didn't take a picture of that unfortunately, but yeah, the window we cardboarded up and yeah, no, so it took a bit of time, but then we had to take everything out and then we had to put everything back in again afterwards. So yeah, it was a fun evening. We did it over a weekend. So to the timeline now. Yeah, basically as you can see, this is the whole thing that we all edited together and put together, but some of the things that went in there. So as you can see, this is the scene that at night time, all the scenes outside, we had two massive shining lights because obviously the camera can't pick up that much light, so we had two shining lights which obviously made it look a little bit more daytime. So there's a color corrective curves on here that, so like if you take it off and take it back on, you can see the difference. This is when without the color correction, and obviously you can see it looks a little bit more like lighter and that, so we wanted it to look a bit darker, so I added that just to make it look more like nighttime. We also added the sound of crickets in there as well. Obviously the interesting thing is the fact that I actually play both I'm here and here, because I played Word the Terrorist as well. So the way that was done was with a simple green screen. If I can find which clip I've put the green screen on. So literally a simple green screen that we just edited out, and we did the same. I believe it was, yeah, just for this bit as well. There's also a green screen to have me basically in the scene. So yeah, so it was a lot of fun actually, especially because I had to keep grabbing Sam and frying him around. So that made for an entertaining evening. Yeah, so basically the bomb itself, to make it come to life, there's like a timer that I put on there. This is actually, funnily enough, the cord, which is actually like powering the light, because we had a light in there, but I kept it in the scene because why not? But here we get to some of like the actual problems that the things which we are left in the short but shouldn't technically be in there. So obviously here Sam is supposed to be here. Like, Sam is obviously supposed to be where this bit is. He got up and cleaned himself off and everything. Rachel's actually manning the camera. But yeah, so technically Sam should be there. So there's a continuity error there. So here we have another mistake where obviously I've got the phone in my hand, and then suddenly the phone is gone. As I check the serial number, the phone is gone, and then it's back in my hand. So there's a small mistake in terms of continuity there. Hand being clear. Another thing is that in the background you can see all of Sam's stuff that is just like brought around and thrown around on the sofa, but I guess that's not really too big of a deal in terms of actual thing. So another thing is that this is actually my computer, and that was never actually my screensaver. My screensaver was just a plain old boring generic leaf type thing machine that I think is like one of the actual like classic Windows ones. So Sam actually added this because he wanted to have something. He didn't want just a leaf to be staring at him on the screen when he went to the computer. So Sam actually searched through and found it. And actually, him searching through, trying to what he's doing here is he's actually looking through online. He was trying to find the pictures that he wanted so that he could find something to put in there. So if you actually look at that screen, there's also another mistake in this montage in the fact that when it gets to me, you should be able to see the timer on the bomb there, but you don't see it. But that was an error on my part that I didn't see until after the shoot after the shoot was all made, and anything that technically should have had a timer on it. So there's another mistake, along with the other ones. But this was the first one that we made, so there was obviously we're learning from it and moving forward, especially with the way that we shoot certain scenes and things like that. It's taught us actually a lot, to be fair. But yeah, so if there's any other information that you want to know about what went into this shoot or anything along those lines, just hit us up in the comment section down below. And thank you so much. for watching. I said, like, this is really one of those things that is along the side of a short. When we make shorts in the future, depending on what they are, if it's just a short thing that I don't really think needs to have a little bit of explanation in the background, I won't put anything. But for things like this, where there was a little bit, like there was props, there was like a setup in terms of a room, I'll just like put in there just so you can see a little bit of this, like a specific edit thing that I think, like, a lot, obviously, the fact that there's me on the screen twice here and things like that. There's certain things like that you wouldn't really notice just looking at the short on its own. I'll just highlight it, but in a video like this. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this informed you in terms of the fact that I hope this informed you of some of the things that we do extra when we do these shorts. But yeah, anyway. So as you can see, that's the kind of things that went into making this short. If you want to see the actual short itself, if you haven't already seen it, then why not click here? And if you like our content and want to see more of it, then why not hit that subscribe button, like and comment. Yes, I don't know what else to say now, so I'm just going to ramble on.